Okay. Heavy Load episode 15.
Baker's dozen.
We're back with our special guest Adam Ost once again.
I am special.
Yeah. I realized that we didn't give an introduction last time.
We did, yeah. So everyone's gonna think that Adam was actually just Dylan the whole time.
No, I was Joe back again.
Yeah.
I was like, man, Joe sounds a little different.
Yeah.
So Adam, if you'd like to give yourself an introduction, I'm not going to do it for you.
Hi, I'm Adam.
Welcome.
I'm the sports correspondent and Lego guy and archivist for the Heavy Load podcast.
Mm-hmm. Also, some other facts about Adam. He collects bottles.
I do.
And placentas.
I do.
He's fascinated by bugs.
I am.
Birds.
Yes.
And likes stealing from work.
I do love taking these two things I actually did steal from work.
Hypothetically, parody. He likes stealing from work.
I stole them from work.
He's doing air quotes.
Yeah. No, they don't need to know that.
So, guys, I've got a new epidemic on our hands. Something I've noticed. Something from inside the house. I'm talking about Dylan.
Oh, God.
I was on Twitter the other day. Actually, many times I've been on Twitter. I'll click on, someone who's recommended to me. And if it's a girl who lives in Michigan, Dylan Cherry follows them. What do you have to say for yourself, Dylan?
What's wrong with that? I'm not seeing the problem here.
I got a lot of OnlyFans subscriptions. I got to keep up with also their daily lives. What's happening?
He needs to know if there's going to be an interruption in the stream.
Yeah.
He said they're not going to be on this week.
It's gotten to the point, I click on a girl's profile, I'm like, Dylan Cherry follows us.
Why are you checking out so many girls' profiles anyways, Dan? You're taken. You're spoken for.
It's true.
I've started. Every time I get a new follow on Twitter, it's a porn account, and it's like
Nice.
I'll click
lucky.
it. I'll click it to see like, is this an actual person who's following me? And it's like the grossest porn is the first thing you see, and it's happened several times where I forget that that's a thing that keeps happening. I'll check it in public, and it's like fucking disgusting. Like just here's a whole ass just right on the screen.
Getting a McChicken shoved inside of it.
It's like,
Being fucked inside of it.
yeah, and I just have like I
Got to make fish inside of it.
Oh, hell yeah.
like the problem is I want to like block them when I'm there, but then that's more time of me spent there in public, so I just forget to do it. And there's like 7 accounts that just follow me that are just porn, and like follow me on sexfuck.org.
Well, to be fair, Dylan, I am checking out every guy as well. And the funny thing about all the guys is that David follows all of them.
Yep. Yeah, what kind of guys?
All of them.
All the guys.
Every man who lives in Michigan.
It's because
Yeah.
The meaty ones.
dudes are fucking cool.
Yeah,
What's
dudes
wrong with
rock, Dan. What's wrong with
What the
that?
fuck?
I'm not accusing anyone of everything. It's just-
Speaking of gross sex, that just reminded me to let you guys know to subscribe to our Patreon, where you get the best content, exclusive content of my taint and asshole. This podcast doesn't support itself. We rely on you to subscribe to our Patreon to get exclusive and pics.
Yeah, we're thinking about diversifying. I'm going to do like a naked solo sesh, but also an unboxing of a katana. And then I'm going to chop my penis off once I get the katana out of the box.
Oh, David, did you ever start that OnlyFans account? Was
Squash and beef with my feet?
Yeah.
No, not yet. No, I'm waiting. I was waiting for the pandemic to be over. Serious inquiries only.
Yeah, see, I was thinking you should make it a little bit broader and just make it squashing meats with my feet.
Yeah.
Do all sorts of meats. Why just leave it at beef?
Once I get to like 100 subscribers, I'm going to do squash and beef straight off the smoker. So it's piping hot. Stepping across hot coals.
Yeah.
But it's a summer sausage. Or a summer sausage, do you cook that or is it?
No, it's a It's a cured thing. So
Okay.
You want to leave it out in the sun for a couple hours,
Well, of course.
and then you
it
eat
gets
it.
that summer flavor.
Mm-hmm.
No, summer sausage is something that you bang against your car door.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if you guys know the story of me and Andrew and everyone went camping a few years ago. Like, right as I was walking out the door, or I was like 16 or 17 at the time. So the boys came and picked me up from my mom's house, and like right as I was walking out the door, Mom's like, "Oh, I got you and your friends this for the road trip." And she hands me this giant fucking summer sausage, like as big as my forearm, and it's like all like press sealed in the thing. We went buck wild with that fucking sausage. We were just whipping it around and smacking it on the door, going down the freeway. And it was the middle of the summer, and there was no AC, so it was hot as hell. We all got shirtless. We were sweating our asses off. Had all the windows down. We're just beating this sausage outside the truck, listening to Danzig and Bruce Springsteen. And by the time we got to like, I think like Tequamanon Falls, like this sausage was just liquid inside of it. We had beat it so much.
Glory days, dude.
Dirty summer sausage.
Mother, don't forget my summer sausage.
Okay, so that's what beating your meat is.
Yeah.
Good to know.
Glory days.
Strangling the salami.
I remember.
Oh yeah, baby.
When you mentioned feet a second ago, sorry to bring it back to Amazing Spider-Man again.
Oh,
There's
It's been a week.
there's, yeah, I know. I keep bringing it up, but there's a part where like the basement floods at the Parker household, and Charlie
Murphy.
Martin Sheen and Andrew Garfield go down to the basement and like they have their pants rolled up. My first thought was, oh, there's a couple photos for their Wiki Feet page.
One of my favorite wiki feed pages is Casey Anthony's,
Oh boy.
which is a real thing.
Wait, what is the wiki feet? Is this like Wikipedia?
Oh, David.
Yeah. Oh, you probably have one, David.
Oh man.
I'm gonna be making
Well-
it right now. Take those socks off.
Okay. No, I'm not doing that.
No, it's like the encyclopedia for celebrity feet pics.
Exactly what it sounds like.
Yeah,
Is Tarantino's feet? Are they on? Or is Piggy's on there?
Probably, yeah.
He probably scans before he's casting. He's like, those are some good toes right
He
there.
probably makes most of the pages.
It's true.
He's the CEO of
Yeah.
the company.
Yeah, and then you can like rate feet.
Mm-hmm.
you can what feet?
Rate.
Yeah, right.
Oh. Well, okay. Which that reminds me of something that you didn't say. Reminds me. So I've been watching the series Rome, the HBO series, and
You've watched that a few times, right?
no,
Oh, okay.
no, this is the first time I watched this. I listened to the History of Rome podcast a few times, front to back. But this is my first time watching the series, and so in it, like it takes place during like the Civil War with Caesar and Pompey, and like Octavian was like a preteen, like teenager during this time, and his mom's like, "Son, have you been getting pussy?" And Octavian's like, "No, Mom, I just like doing my poetry." She's like, "My boy, when I was your age, all the other boys let no slave girl be safe. You need to go do some you need to get some pussy. Go fuck one of our slaves or something."
Dude, the dialogue in this show is very
Pretty
very teenage boy.
Yeah. And so she gives him, she hires a soldier to take him to a whorehouse and gives him like $1,000 to just go fuck wherever he wants. Like, my boy is not getting enough pussy. Yeah, take $1,000 and give him the best whore in town.
What a good mom.
Yeah.
So they say the word pussy?
No.
Oh.
I say the word pussy.
Wait, she has to pay a soldier to like escort him at like spear point to a brothel?
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh.
You know, Civil War's going on. You got different factions and stuff. Got to keep your boy safe when he's on his way to the to his,
Oh, I thought he was so reluctant that she had to pay a soldier to like force him.
that as well.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Something else is going on there, I think. I don't know.
Yeah.
It was Rome.
Was Rome after all?
Yeah. Yeah. At first, she did think he was gay. Like she thought that he had fucked his uncle Caesar, and she's like, "Oh, this is so exciting!"
Yeah.
Like,
You made Caesar dressing with your Uncle Caesar.
he's like, "No, Mom, didn't fuck Uncle Caesar." Well, then who did you fuck? No one. Oh, that's no good at all. It won't do it at all.
Well, since we're on the topic, oh, sorry, David, do you have something to say?
Yeah, I was gonna say, is Caesar dressing named after Caesar's cum?
No, it's named after Caesar Cardini, who was a man from the 1920s who was like, I'm going to put some anchovies in some milk and make a dressing.
But was he inspired by cum?
I think every sauce is a little bit.
Especially Thousand Island.
Yeah. David, it's been a week.
Yeah, all the guys were like, "What if this stuff tasted good?"
Yeah, that was the birth of condiments.
Yeah. And some guy was like, it already does.
Yeah. Put this on some corn on the cob. It's great.
Oh, well, since we're on the topic, so I came up with maybe this came up on the podcast before. I don't have this bit worked out, but I thought maybe we could hash it out. So I wrote down Rivers/Andrew Cuomo.
Well, he's the missing Cuomo brother.
Is he?
He's a runaway.
Okay.
He didn't want to be a part of the media politics family business.
All I could think of was like Andrew Cuomo saying Weezer lyrics, but you know.
I will not
that
get
point.
dragged down by this scandalous bullshit. All I gotta say is, what's with these homies dissing my girl?
Yeah.
My intern, she loves it when I come up to her and ask her if I can lightly touch her nipples.
I've never hired a half Japanese girl, and if I did, goddamn her.
Yeah. Listen, I just want to know if my intern touches herself at night. That's
Actually, honestly, this checks out quite a bit. This
Yeah.
is-
No, that was kind of where my mind went. I'm like, these guys, you know, they're not really so different after all.
if they could get to learn to get along,
Andrew
well,
Cuomo
maybe we all can.
wrote the lyrics to Across the Sea.
Or perhaps he was inspired by them.
Yeah. He tried shaving his head, tried to be a monk. People in New York didn't accept him. They weren't ready for a monk for... Well, he's the governor. I always forget he's not the mayor of New York City.
No. He's like the mayor of New York State. you know?
Yeah. The king of New York.
I like that movie.
He's the king of all media, too.
No, that's his
What?
brother.
Howard Stern, his brother.
Yeah.
The missing Cuomo brother.
Baba Booey.
Yeah, Baba Booey. No, I can't do a Howard Stern impression. That's a hard one.
So what's up, Adam? You got anything to talk about?
Yeah, you're.
Our guest, our returning guest,
So
We're going to the sports center right
who
now.
was very prepared.
Da-da-da.
Who was very prepared coming in. He brought a notebook and
I brought a
everything.
whole notebook because last night, and by last night I mean a week and a night ago, there was the boxing event of the century. Now, I don't care much about boxing, and I really don't care about this main event, but it just completely fell apart, and it's beautiful. I'm, of course, talking about the Triller Fight Club, in which Jake Paul, noted YouTuber and man who disrespected the entire country of Japan,
Yes.
was going to fight some asshole. I don't know who. He was like an MMA guy.
Right. Yeah.
It was hosted by Pete Davidson.
Oh my God, my arch nemesis.
Pete Davidson, who was high as a fucking kite, and when he gives an interview, he like is giving a rundown of this thing, and he's just like, "All right, guys, let me tell you, Jake Paul, don't give a fuck about this guy." He literally like is saying this, and he's like, and he's fighting some guy, never heard of him before in my life. I don't give a fuck. Whatever, they're fighting. And he's like giving the, you know how his eyes are already kind of creepy and look
Yeah.
like buttholes to begin with. He is like 1,000 yards staring. Like he is on a combination of some kind of something's going on with him. It's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
I fucking hate Pete Davidson, but go on.
So you'll hate him even more once you find out what happens.
He's
later.
the king of New York,
Yeah.
No, and I'm gonna beat him for it.
So
We're gonna box, me and him.
king of Staten Island.
I'm gonna rip his tattoos off.
So like 3 boxing matches happen. Nothing of note really happens. Snoop Dogg is one of the commentators alongside Pete Davidson.
Oh my god,
As is a very fucking drug or high on coke Oscar De La Hoya.
I gotta say something about Snoop Dogg because I have something in my notes about Snoop Dogg. I don't understand. I get like stressed out thinking about Snoop Dogg sometimes because it's like 30 years this man has made marijuana his personality and career. He's never taken a break.
Do you think he wants to do something else? Like, do you think he like wants to like paint?
Yeah, he's gotta have some. What if he's like
He likes
I don't
to
even.
cook with Martha Stewart.
With weed though, like
Yeah, he just can't get away from weed. Like every time he goes anywhere, it's like Snoop Dogg, smoke this. It's like I don't even want to.
so.
Please no.
So this boxing event, right? It's got some musical guests. And that's common with boxing, right? There's a lot of musical guests and stuff.
Yeah.
The Black Keys show up. Ice Cube shows up. Doja Cat shows up. This is an hour and a half into this boxing pay-per-view that you pay $50
And not
for.
a punch is flown yet.
I think two 3-minute matches. And you start seeing people are getting pissed off. They're like, we want this shit to end. We want like fights. I think in total it was a 3.5-hour event, 2 hours of which were music.
What?
Oh, but it gets better. Got to backstage as Pete Davidson is standing, and who shows up but Nature Boy Ric Flair?
Yes.
What?
That pisses me off though that they were on screen together.
They were
Pete
hanging
Davidson
out.
doesn't deserve that excellence.
They were hanging out, and Ric Flair goes up to Pete Davidson and goes, "You know, back in my day, they used to call me Peter Pumpkin Eater."
What the fuck? That sounds like he's gonna suck Pete Davidson off.
So, Ric Flair then proceeds to referee a Russian slap fight. It was 2 very large men square up to slap each other in the face. As Ric Flair is officiating and Pete Davidson is looking on in the background, 1,000 yards staring, unsure of what's happening. Ric Flair then proceeds to start insulting these large men and being like, "My wife slams harder than you. Woo!" and just fucking all of a sudden, the guy just smacks the other guy out, done in 4 minutes. Best segment of the night. Then a boxing match happened.
Then a boxing.
In this boxing match, one of the guys gets hit, and it looks like he gets punched right in the kidneys or something. He fakes that he gets hit in the balls. The ref stops the match. After they've shown replays of this guy getting clearly hit in the kidneys, and they take him out on a stretcher. So, since they have to fill for time because this like is going on, they smash cut to Jake Paul with his trainer. And his trainer has him in a position where like he's stretching him on top of his knees, and it looks like they're 69ing. And it cuts to this in progress. It makes no sense. And they're like, so they cut back and they kill for more time. And then the announcer gets up and he goes, "Now the moment you've all been waiting for." So you think finally the main event is going to happen. We've seen Jake Paul stretching. Now the moment you've been waiting for. Justin Bieber!
Oh,
And
yeah.
Justin Bieber proceeds to do like a 20-minute long concert set, at which, at the very end of it, he starts walking off stage like he's done with it, and then remembers, no, I got another song I gotta do. So he walks back out and does a song. Then a lady comes out and sings the national anthem, and her microphone doesn't work.
This is the greatest thing I've ever heard.
At which point, Jake Paul comes out to the boxing match, and he comes out with the Fox Sports dancing football robot. It looks
Oh,
like
yeah.
that is like seems to be his manager. And the guy he's fighting is like in worse shape than I am. Like he's like a big fat guy. He used to I think be in MMA, but he clearly hasn't trained. The fight then proceeds to take 20 seconds, and Jake Paul knocks the guy out. The guy stands back up, and the ref is like, "No, you're knocked out," and the match is over, leading everyone to be like, oh, it was rigged from the start, and they just did this to make money, thus ending the first episode of Triller Fight Club, the worst pay-per-view I think that has ever aired.
I feel like it's gonna be an XFL situation
It
for sure.
felt like it was awesome.
I like to imagine Jake Paul's in the back doing I'm great at fight, but I'd much rather recite. He's doing the Raging Bull monologue. That's entertainment.
Comment of the night was raging bullshit. And a lot of people were like, I pirated this and I feel ripped off. It was...
Well, thanks for watching it, so we didn't have to.
Yeah, so we
I
didn't
realize that there's not a lot of overlap between boxing fans and this podcast, but I feel like it's going to be one of those things you're going to hear about in 5 years as the worst boxing event that ever happened.
I mean, we talked about boxing on an old episode.
Yeah, we had that archive.
Our local boxing hero.
Yeah. What's that guy's name? I think that video is so
Don't
funny.
say his name. I'll
Oh,
have to beep
that's
it
right.
again.
That's right.
It's Jake.
Jake Paul?
Yes.
Yeah, actually, very, very, very close. He has a call out of Jake Paul.
Oh.
I'm a YouTube star too. 21 subscribers, feeling good.
Oh.
Yeah, I forgot about that guy.
That guy rocks.
Actually, you guys keep going. I'm gonna check that guy's YouTube channel and see what he's got posted.
Reacting to that, he's probably did a review of that boxing match.
I think Pete Davidson in the final match said, I'm going to come!
Oh,
I just saw that he got cast as Joey Ramone. In
Pete
like
Davidson?
in like a Netflix biopic they're making.
David, why do you hate Pete Davidson?
he's just a dude. He's just
David's been told that he looks like Pete Davidson.
that has a
before.
lot to do with it, and I like to think I'm nothing like that tool. First of all, he doesn't have a mustache.
You look like someone that looks like Pete Davidson. You don't look like Pete Davidson, but if there was a guy that looked more like him and...
David's like porn star Pete Davidson.
Yeah.
Peter Davidson.
Paul Davidson. Paul Harley Davidson.
Beat Davidson.
So is Pete Davidson going to shill out just entirely for this Fight Club? You know what I think it is about him? He's just a type of contemporary funny celebrity that is not funny or cool to me. That's branded as cool and trill.
Mm-hmm.
Like just total like Gen Z filler person.
Mm-hmm. I don't believe there will ever be another Triller Fight Club pay-per-view. I have no hope for it. I can't imagine anyone shelling out money for this again.
Mm.
It's $50 goddamn.
Unless
Yeah,
it
they
ends up
really
like-
showed their ass on this, it sounds like. Now, Pete Davidson, he probably would have been like a good MTV VJ back in the day.
Yeah, for sure.
Absolutely.
For sure. Host
But
with Kennedy.
as far as a stand-up comedian,
sucks.
someone who shows up to SNL like half the time.
His whole bit is like, hey, what's up? I'm I, and my dad died in 9/11. Look at my tattoos. I fucked Ariana Grande. I'm a pretty, famous guy.
You know,
It's
Dan,
actually-
I've seen the Pete Davidson comparison.
Yeah, David has to make an effort not to do that voice.
Yeah.
That's normally
my
what it sounds
normal
like.
voice is very, let's just say my voice was, smoking cigarettes really did a number on me.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of people I find annoying, I was checking out some promotional interviews for the new Brockhampton album.
Yeah?
I watched the Joba one.
Oh, that was so bad.
What happened?
Here's what happened. Okay, first of all,
He does look annoying
He
right
looks
now.
like shit,
Yeah.
like
He looks
usual.
The worst he's
Terrible.
ever
Sorry.
looked. Have you seen him?
I've seen him. Yeah, he looks thick. He's got like a Eurotrash kind of haircut.
Yeah, he has like a bowl cut, but also a mullet.
Oh, no.
And a very big, gross, greasy beard.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He dresses like shit
When
now?
I saw pictures for the new album, I was like, I thought is he the one with the neck beard? But then I saw there were two with the neck beard. But anyway, no, the interview is him being like, they're just asking the most inane questions like, so like when you stop at the gas station, what do you get to eat? He's like, get a cold brew coffee. They're like, yeah, you get any snacks? He's like, no, I don't get gas station snacks. It's all processed shit. I stopped watching after that, I think.
Yeah, then they ask him, like, later in that interview, they're like, what's the best setting to listen to the album in? And he's like, staring up at the night sky, at the stars, alone.
He's so dumb.
At least he's not doing his wacky voice like usual. At least on this, I listened to like 3 songs from the new one. And I don't know. I don't think it's for me.
When I typed their name into Google, it said boy band.
Yeah, that's like I can't tell if it's a joke even because they self-identify as a boy band.
I feel like they get really pissed off if you told them they weren't a boy band.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think it's just not for me.
I don't know. I thought the new album was good. Not something I'm going to go back to a whole lot. Didn't have a whole lot of like re-listenability value.
Yeah, the Saturation trilogy is just so untouchable. Nothing compares, personally.
Yeah. This new album.
It's almost like they're missing something. A certain, they had a certain ace up their sleeve that they kicked out unjustly, perhaps.
A certain album cover.
Yeah, a certain album cover star that just got a raw deal, I think.
This is coming from two people who got caught up in the hype of Rockhampton and went to see them live at the Masonic Temple.
Yeah, let me tell you, a certain person's presence was missed.
I've seen Brockhampton twice.
I feel like this is really.
They came back another time?
No, I saw them once before then at Mopop.
Oh, okay.
Oh, so do you know a lot about
That
Brockhampton?
was a good show.
I went about 4 years thinking Brockhampton was a dude.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, it's first name Brock, last name Hampton.
Yeah, I went a very long time before I went like, oh, it's a group.
That'd be better.
I'll be honest.
That would be a cool name.
Yeah, just like Jethro Tull.
Yeah, Hootie and the Blowfish.
Hootie Andy Blowfish.
Yeah, I thought it was Hootie Blowfish.
Yeah, Andy's his middle name.
You guys check out that new Nirvana song? The AI generated one?
Whoa. No, but I love that idea.
I've been listening to it. I'm just fascinated by it because it's called Drowned in the Sun.
That's pretty sick.
Right? It passes for like an actual Nirvana title. And the lyrics are just kind of like a nonsensical mishmash of like various Nirvana lyrics. But I don't know. Yeah, it passes for like something they just would have left off of an album. It's interesting. AI generated music.
I got some movie criticism here. I'd like to not to stir you up. So you guys know the classic horror franchise Leprechaun? I was talking about it earlier, so this isn't really out of nowhere.
Mm-hmm.
I watched it for the first time, and I really like to think that it was written and directed by this guy Mark Jones, that he has a deep personal fear of leprechauns that he thinks are universal to everybody. And that, like, for years he was like thinking that Lucky Charms is this weird Halloween one of the Halloween
it's in the same
flavors.
family as like Count Chocula.
He's like, why do they sell this one year round? It's too scary.
Frankenberry.
I'd rather Blueberry.
Yeah, get Lucky away
Where's
from
Fruit
it. Or he's sitting around the bonfire with that Pete Davidson Thousand Mile Stare talking about, yeah, man, I remember when I was 4 years old, the first time I saw a leprechaun, I couldn't sleep for weeks. And he like wrote this really dark, violent, like leprechaun horror movie and pitched it to the studios. And he's like, that's the idea, right? Chucky's in, right? Little guys that kill leprechaun. What do you think? Oh, I like that idea. All right, I'll get working on the script. And he's sending it in. He's like, yeah, you're sending in like the leprechaun eats someone's face and like there's a child sacrifice is a big part of the plot. We were kind of hoping for more of a comedy. And he's like, I don't see what's so funny about leprechauns.
I don't see where you can find any humor in a leprechaun.
Yeah, it was like Glenn Danzig's like brother, Larry Danzig.
Yeah. And the first leprechaun you saw was Glenn.
Yeah, yeah. He saw his brother in a leprechaun costume at a young age, and it traumatized him.
Yeah.
There's something leprechaun-esque about Danzig.
Short and hairy.
Mm. Loves Wendy's.
You know Danzig's not his real last name. It's like Danzigliano.
There's you know that leprechaun they found in Mobile, Alabama?
Oh yeah.
That was just Danzig. Danzig was just walking.
He needed to get away from it all. He needed to get away from his parents.
Yeah. He's like, I have to go to Mobile.
Yeah.
Yeah, his hair is actually fiery red. He just dyes it black.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it wasn't goth enough, dude.
Hey, shifting gears for a second here. Adam, what's your favorite Beatle? The creature, not the band.
Oh, I was gonna say George Harrison.
That's a good answer.
I don't like Beatles that much. I'll be honest. They're like
Why do you think you liked beetles?
I like other bugs more than beetles.
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
What's your favorite bug?
Oh, that's a difficult question. I like moths the most. Moths are fun. Those are strong bugs.
Moths are great.
How strong is a moth?
Like, how do you mean?
Like physically?
It depends on the moths. The real big ones are pretty strong.
Those big ones are sweet.
Yeah. Like the Atlas moth.
Yeah.
How strong is the strongest moth?
You could probably Mothra is the strongest one. And she,
No doubt.
She fought Godzilla, so that's pretty strong.
Yeah.
They're not that strong. They are bugs. They are fragile creatures.
Yeah.
I mean, some caterpillars could probably fuck you up though.
Wow. What about like a bird? You like bird watching, right?
Yeah, I do that too.
That's pretty cool.
I'm a very boring person.
Nah, bird watching is kind of sweet, I think.
Yeah.
You get to learn a lot about birds. It's peak bird watching season in like the next week. All the warblers
I
are
heard
coming
that.
back.
Mm-hmm.
So you'll see a lot of white people with binoculars out.
Oh, I take Heinz Drive to work every day, so I'm sure it's.
Oh my God, it's gonna be embarrassing.
Yeah.
Yeah, there are two things you own, but two things white people own binoculars for: staring at their POC neighbors and looking at birds.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's always a funny image is looking out the window with binoculars and seeing another person with binoculars staring
Yeah.
back at you.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, rear window, but bird watching.
Mm-hmm.
But front window.
Yeah, front window. No, I don't know. I don't have favorites. Just go out and enjoy what you find. Have a favorite in everything you find, and you'll enjoy everything.
I like blue jays a lot.
They're fucking cool.
They're the coolest
mean.
bird. Yeah.
They're loud. They
Mhm.
eat acorns.
They're flashy.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, what's the bird that goes like?
That's just been me the whole time, Dan.
Yeah,
That's
what-
not a bird you're hearing.
I'll be honest, Dan. That sounded like a truck going down the freeway.
Yeah, had some kids going like this. Coolest shit ever.
Emphasis on the
I know what you're talking about.
yeah.
What's up, Doc?
I-
That's what funny.
Oh, okay. Cool. Glad we cleared that
I would
up.
probably.
It must be a common bird because I hear it all the time.
You might be thinking red-winged blackbirds. They kind of make it. They go, but they kind of click too.
Mm-hmm.
Blue jays make a lot of horrible noises.
He's a bird watcher, not a bird listener.
I'll be honest.
Alright,
I'm
okay.
terrible at bird song. I don't.
Okay.
I'm very bad at it.
Yeah, Adam is a very great bug expert. I remember there's been a couple times where I've just seen some crazy looking bugs. I'll take a picture and send it to you. Like, what the fuck is this thing? And
This thing just bit me. Am I gonna be okay?
Yeah, no. The answer's always no.
Yeah.
No, I like them. They're fun. They're easy to look at. Like people who are really into like reptiles, there's effort in finding a reptile. A bug just flies to you, and you're like, look at that.
Yeah.
That's why I think I like them. I like the things that fly to you.
Yeah.
I don't like all the things that fly to me, especially wasp. Wasps are back already. Like
They run the damn country.
yeah.
Basically.
Let's stare it out their window with binoculars.
Yeah. And they're stupid, like
This cabal
yellow
of-
and black striped cardigans.
This cabal of wasps.
They all look like George H.W.
No, I was going on break the other day, and like I parked my truck like right next to a dumpster. That's the spot I got to park at, and it was real hot out, so like cracked my window. I was eating this Chinese food, and this fucking wasp comes flying, and I'm like, dude, it's fucking like beginning of April. It was a couple weeks ago. Like, what the fuck?
Mm-hmm.
Wasp back already?
Yeah. All the bugs once the weather starts to get nice, they're like, I gotta get out there. It's late.
Yeah.
If they all realized what power they had over us, they really could run the place.
Oh yeah. Wasps are bad this time of year and in the fall. That's when they'll just like sting you for no goddamn reason because they're mean and scared of death.
Yeah.
Other than that,
I got like outside my apartment, like on my balcony. It's all like wood, so I got these like big, like angry What are you doing?
We're doing something with the jerker.
We're playing with toys.
Okay.
We're calling him the jerker now.
Making the Joker ski pole.
I'm the jerker, baby. Give me
Let's-
that card.
Let's see that hog, Batman.
You want to know how I got these scars?
Oh, Batman, let's see that hole.
You want to know how I got these scars? You ever try hardcore bukkake?
As he licks his lips. No.
Just getting like cum just shot out of a gun onto his face.
Ew. Is there like a beekeeper supervillain?
The beekeeper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just put that into existence.
Mm-hmm.
You just solved the equation, Dan.
No, I was just thinking about the carpenter bees I see outside my apartment sometimes.
Oh,
So
the
Carpenter-
Carpenter, another good villain.
Let me give you some advice with carpenter bees.
The bees of Jesus.
Yeah. Yes.
Mhm.
If you find a carpenter bee and he's getting up in your face and he has a white dot on his head,
Mhm.
that guy is just a Chad and he has no stinger, but he's like, yo man, get on my turf. Get the fuck out of here. You want to fight? He can't do anything to you.
Yeah.
He's a harmless animal. Challenge him, he'll back down. The
Really?
white dot right on his head. If it doesn't have that, it's a female and she will murder you if she gets the chance.
Yeah.
So I can just one punch that Chad bee.
Yeah.
I'm right between the eyes.
Yeah.
I was thinking of buying a gun just to deal with wasps, actually. just blow them away.
Just peppering these
Like-
wasp nests.
I'm in your situation. I'm driving, and one comes in. I just shoot it out, and if it misses the wasp, I guess someone else is getting hit. But
Yeah, I was thinking about well, so I already have a gun for wasp, but I was thinking about getting a bump stock for it for the wasp.
Yeah.
Several people died today as an errant gun went off. Well, what we do to exterminate the bugs if we got them is we go ahead and we get a spaz shotgun and just open absolute toe on these things. We start with buckshot, that gets rid of the big ones. Then we switch over to bird shot, that gets the little ones. And all of a sudden, you got no wasps left.
As soon as I heard about the murder hornets, I was like, oh no, I'm doing the murdering here.
They're scary. I don't like them.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, so I haven't heard anything with the murder hornets in a while.
No, neither have I.
Are we in the clear? Did we get them off the West Coast?
For now.
They've at least found 2 starter nests that they got rid of. So they did find some. They were able to attach little radios to wasps they had captured, and they followed them back to where they were trying to build a nest, and they were destroyed. I don't think we'll know fully until next month. That's about the time they kind of reemerge and come out of the ground, because it's weird up in Washington. weather-wise.
how big are these nests?
They're gigantic.
Like,
They're like that coffee table underground.
oh,
my
wow, okay. Because
God.
I was imagining, like, how crazy would it be if we wake up one day and the Empire State Building, like, the top of it has a giant nest on it, and there's just, like, this awful buzzing sound cascading over New York City?
That would be a good movie.
Oh,
To
yeah,
unleash
baby.
King Kong versus the murder hornets.
Yeah. The murder hornets would win. They're horrible.
Yeah.
They're horrible.
Yeah.
King Kong runs screaming into the ocean.
Yeah.
The last I heard, the murder hornets were barreling down Route 66 toward the East Coast.
Yeah.
It's like that movie Convoy.
Oh, that'd be a good film.
Mm.
I have a movie topic I want to bring up, and it's
Okay.
something I've never been able to talk about before.
Yeah, what's up?
All Paul Verhoeven's films take place in the same universe.
I like to
You
think
think
that,
so?
too. RoboCop, Basic
Showgirls
Instinct.
included?
Yes, Showgirls is the tipping point.
It's the key to.
So, it's Showgirls. You know the scene where Naomi Malone pushes that lady down the stairs?
Yeah.
Famous, right? You know who else falls down the stairs?
Mm.
Ed 209.
Who?
That's the big robot, right?
RoboCop.
Oh.
Ed 209.
Yeah. That's how they get rid of him, right? He
That's
just falls
true.
down the
Yeah.
stairs.
I like
Yeah.
to think that the lady that Naomi Malone pushes down the stairs after her failed modeling career, or like showgirl career,
Mhm.
drives to a burgeoning Detroit, and they use her brain in the AI for Ed 209,
Mm.
and he can't be used in stairs,
Hmm.
and he falls down them because she has trauma from being pushed down the stairs.
Yeah.
How does Basic Instinct fit in?
I've never seen Basic Instinct, but I assume it fits in perfectly.
You gotta check
Mm.
It's
Basic
the one I
Instinct
haven't
out.
seen from
You gotta watch
the main ones that have been released in America. I also assume all his Dutch language ones also fit into this. But then you think about his themes and what he looks at, and you look at the exploitation of women and sex work and showgirls, and that's a through line with RoboCop. I'll buy that for $1. Bitches leave. All
Mhm.
the famous things.
Yeah.
That continues as the exploitation of resources with RoboCop. They got to find a new place to go. Where's the perfect place? Mars.
Starship
And
Troopers.
you know what? Well, Starship Troopers comes after because we have Total Recall.
Oh,
Yeah,
you're right.
yeah,
You're
yeah.
right.
Total Recall.
I know
I always-
Paul Verhoeven did.
I always
Total
forget
Recall.
that's a Paul Verhoeven
Yeah.
movie.
Oh yeah.
What do we have there? One of the most famous sex workers in film, the three boob chick.
That's yeah.
Oh, the 3-tit chick.
Yeah. So, there's our through line, right?
Yeah.
Exploitation of women, the exploitation of resources. Where does that go? Starship Troopers.
Mm-hmm.
After, presumably, now I'm a subscriber to the theory that Quaid does go to Mars. It's not all in his head, because that's stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then after they're like, well, we can't deal with Mars anymore because it got taken over by the libs. We got to go somewhere else. And so they go kill some bugs.
Stupid libs giving oxygen to everybody.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So that would explain why Earth is like an entire like fascist country. All the libs went to Mars.
Yes. Libs are from Mars. Chuds are from Venus.
Interesting.
That's my theory. It literally hinges on the fact that in 2 of his movies, people fall downstairs.
That's pretty rock solid.
Get you thinking though. Yeah, and then from Starship Troopers, we go right to How I Met Your Mother.
Mm-hmm.
Wait.
Neil Patrick Harris. Paul Verhoeven
Oh.
did not work.
Okay, I was gonna say.
Yeah, that we know of. Yeah.
Man, me and Dylan got a Joey and Chandler thing going on with these recliners.
Yeah.
My favorite was Ross. Nobody's favorite.
Oh, Ross is
I
kind of
like
pimp.
Ross because he looked different. I always got Joey and Chandler confused, and I was like, well, Ross I can identify with because I instantly can tell him apart.
Chandler's actually the shittiest looking one if you think about it.
Oh, yeah.
Especially considering how he aged way not as good as.
Wait, is that Matthew Perry?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, probably all the coke bloat.
Yeah.
Joey though looks like it's still 1995.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, have you guys ever seen Lost in Space?
Which one are we talking about? The 90s one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I fucking love that movie.
Yeah.
Wait, what? Lost.
Who's
That's
in that?
Not with Tim Allen, right?
No.
I was thinking of Space Quest.
Yeah, the
No.
Galaxy Quest is what
Galaxy
yeah.
Quest. I used to love that movie.
It's a good movie.
No, it has who's the fucking guy that plays Joey?
Joey.
Uh,
This is Joey.
Yeah. No, it
Joey.
has that guy in it.
Yes, he's like the
Joey.
younger guy.
Yeah, he's like an android too.
Yeah.
Turns out. But yeah, that movie is really bad.
It's
and
so
real-
awful.
and really good. I used to have the VHS of that as a kid, and I'd watch it like all the fucking time.
It's crazy, Chandler. They made me an android. How you doing?
I watched Legally Blonde the other day. You guys ever see that?
Yeah, that's a really good movie. It's like it's way better than it has any right to be.
It's actually pretty good. Best part is when they're doing she's teaching what's her name, Jennifer Coolidge, how to do the bend and snap.
Mm-hmm.
And Tony Basil choreographed that. It's very
That's-
interesting.
That's good. I like that.
Makes sense. Tony Basil's pretty great.
I watched Training Day, as I mentioned earlier.
I don't know if you mentioned it on the show.
Yeah, you were just talking about that.
Well,
I thought
off
Training
mic.
Day was a sports movie forever.
Well, Denzel It's the sequel to Remember the Titans.
Yeah, but they're cops. But I think my dream posse of movie characters would be Alonzo from Training Day, so the cop that makes his rookie smoke PCP without telling him it's PCP, and then Frank Booth from Blue Velvet, and Tommy from Goodfellas. Just 3 unhinged guys, and me. Rolling around in a Cadillac souped up with hydraulics.
No, that's a posse.
On PCP.
That's on PCP.
Making
Yeah.
a summer sausage against the door.
Yeah.
There's so many funny scenes where Denzel's
Listening
like,
to Blast and Stick by
"Damn,
Lil
I'm
B.
thirsty. I could go for a beer." And he gets in his Cadillac and pulls out a beer. He's driving as a cop with beer in hand.
Well, Adam, I think we got one more topic to cover with you.
Okay.
Let's talk bottles.
Oh my God, this is going to be embarrassing for everybody but me.
bottles.
Adam's a bottle guy. He collects bottles.
I go out in the woods like a drifter, and I find bottles dated from 1940 and earlier, and I collect them, and I give them a home. Normally, we call this you collect trash, you filthy man, get a job. Yeah, it's great. What do you want to know about bottles?
He collects ye olden bottles. Oldest bottle?
1904.
Dang.
It was gifted to me, so that doesn't really count.
Wow.
That's older than me.
Yeah. And you're an old man.
Yeah.
You're the oldest one here.
Yeah.
That is a little older than all 4 ages combined.
Yes. I found an old Faygo bottle yesterday. I went on a hike.
Like a glass one?
Yeah, and I had paint on it. It was like a painted label.
Wow.
And I was like, I didn't know they had juggalos back then.
Yeah, they were called zoot suiters.
Yeah. Oh, wait a minute. This is good lore.
It is kind of like the pre-juggalo.
That's kind of true.
Mm-hmm.
And they're doing draft riots, and the FBI is what would become the FBI is terrified of them.
Mm-hmm.
They're all homies.
They like shitty music.
Well,
Yeah, that's subjective, Dan. My grandpa might beg to differ.
yeah, I might beg to differ.
Okay, I'll rephrase that. They're both obsessed with a particular genre of
Yeah,
music.
there you go. Check yourself.
Wait, what is a zoot suitor?
It's guys who wear zoot suits.
Got, like the mask.
So
Nice.
a zoot
Yeah.
suit, a zoot suit is traditionally a suit that's a little too big, like it doesn't fit.
Oh.
Like it's particularly associated with the Latino community in Southern California in the 1940s.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And there was these things called zoot suit riots where they were like, we're not gonna go fight World War II. That sounds stupid. So they would like deliberately attack things. They were cool.
Fuck yeah.
And they usually listen to like swing music and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so they're coming out like dun, dun, dun. Wait, that's
Yeah.
not. I don't know what that's.
It kind of is.
There's like the classic one that's eluding me right now. The classic swing riff.
Yeah,
Saber dance. Is
March
Joker-
the Gladiator.
Is this a zoot suit? I don't know. It's a little too
No,
fitted,
it's not,
I guess.
It's too well fitted.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
the point is, it's not a fitted suit. Like you can't afford a fitted suit, so you just get whatever they have off the rack. So it's kind of swimming on you.
The Joker should get a zoot suit.
They all had like chains they would swing around too, right?
Yeah. Bada boom, bada bing.
Mm-hmm.
And then in the 90s, everyone lost their mind and decided, well, this is a thing we can bring back.
Thanks
And
to
thus Big Bad Voodoo Daddy was born.
Squirrel nut zippers.
Oh, God, in heaven.
Cherry Poppin' Daddies, of course, the greatest
The
band name
classic.
I've ever heard.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think any of those guys scored, or do you think, like, that didn't happen?
They were hoping.
Yeah.
A name like this.
Oh, that lasted. My favorite part is that lasted 5 weeks.
The whole
Yeah, it
zoot
was
suit
five-
revival.
5 weeks.
5 weeks of just unwatchable MTV
yeah.
content.
5 weeks in 1997, and everyone went, "All right, we're done. Never again."
Yeah, they made the mask. Everything zoot suit related happened in that time period.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to think of like a crossover of like Zoot Suit Revival comes back, but it has to like leech itself onto another genre. So like a ska band comes out, and they're combining swing and ska. Dylan, are you in on this idea?
Swinging ska?
Yeah. Think of that.
Swing trap.
Like a checkered Zoot Suit.
I mean, I have that in my closet already.
That actually sounds fucking cool. I have a houndstooth suit, and
Mm.
that thing's awesome. I love that.
I love houndstooth.
It's really fun.
I gotta get a suit. I don't have a suit.
I bought mine at the fucking Goodwill, and it was perfectly fitted. It was like tailored for me.
That's a dream.
that
It's the
rocks.
dream come
It was
true.
awesome. I bought it for a costume, and I'm like, wait, no, this is brilliant. I gotta wear this more.
Yeah, now that I got this haircut, I'm excited to bust out the Panama hat more.
What does that do with your haircut?
I just thought I looked stupid with long hair and a Panama hat.
Yeah, David's got like greasy, slicked back hair.
Yeah.
Goes down to his shoulders.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looked kind of bad.
Looks a bit like Brockhampton.
Yeah. Yeah, that guy.
All right. Well, I think we can wrap it up.
All right.
Any
yeah, baby.
any final thoughts? Our super special guest Adam. No pressure.
Yeah, that's a lot of pressure. No.
Just checking in.
Yeah, I actually have absolutely nothing to say. I'm offended.
That's cool.
I'm hurt.
No, that's fine.
I got something to say. Baba Booey on the Rated R
Baba Booey,
Superstar.
I got someone to say.